this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I wanted to do a video today and give you some information on compatibility with the signs. Now, the signs that I'm going to go through each sign from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to let you know how you get along with each sign. But when you watch your video, just know that there's more to a sign than a sun sign or just one element, okay? So maybe when you watch this video, you may want to compare sun signs or moon signs or ascendants. You may want to look at your Venus or your Mars, okay? But it's more than just one sign. I just want to make that clear, okay? Well, here we go. Taurus. What is your compatibility? Well, you are a sign that likes to take your time. And you don't do anything quick. You like to think before things. And you are a thinker sign. There are thinkers and there are feelers, and you're a thinker. So it depends. You can have both in your chart. You got to look at your other planets, okay? I'm just going with this particular sign. So if you wanted to date an Aries, this would be, okay, but you guys could probably, annoy each other because you may find Aries annoying because Aries likes to do things quick. And Aries sometimes doesn't think before doing things because they're known as the children of the zodiac, and they kind of, let's do this quick. Come on, let's go. Let's go out of the house. Let's do something. And Taurus is like, no, I just want to relax. Or, Taurus is not as adventurous or athletic as Aries. But, I want to say the big key here is Aries likes to do things fast. And let's go to the, on the seat of their pants. Let's go. Let's do it. And Taurus is like, no, let's not say we did. And we'll think about it later. Okay, so I want to say that, it's not that you wouldn't get along. Taurus, you could be rather stubborn, okay? So Aries makes their decisions rather quick, and you may take forever as far as changing. You may not change your mind. You may say, no, I said no, I am not doing it. I am not going out tonight. I worked all week and I am tired. And Aries is going, come on, let's go. Or, you were going to go out and you're taking forever to get ready. And Aries is going, come on, Aries, I want to say, they're quick as far as their mind goes. They're very passionate. Aries could be see, here's the thing. Aries could have a little temper, but so can Taurus. Taurus, it takes you a long time to get mad, but when you do, woo, it's big. You could be really mad. So I want to say, if, Aries could be, it's not the ideal combination because, and there are people who date Aries who are Taurus, and depending on what else you have in your sign, you have to look at your whole chart so you know. But for the most part, one takes their time, and that includes in bed, okay? Aries could be, quicker to arrive, shall we say, whereas Taurus is known for stamina. So if you're a person who has, one of your Venus or Mars, depending on if you're male or female, in a more like Aries sign, which would mean quicker to arrive, and your partner has Venus or Mars, depending if you're male or female, in Taurus, this could be a problem. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so Taurus in Taurus. Now this is a good combination. There's so many Tauruses who date other Tauruses, and I will say, both of you, the only problems that I see with this sign is you guys could be stubborn with one another and stuck to your opinions and like, no, I'm right. Both of you could have a temper. It takes a lot for you to lose your temper. When you do, though, it could be, pretty not so good. I want to say one thing but both of you do is you really hold your feelings to your chest, and it takes a lot for you to kind of divulge what's really inside. You have to be very comfortable with that person. One thing through counseling I notice is that Tauruses tend to do, depending on what planet you have in Taurus, but they tend to, I don't want to argue, so I'm just not going to say anything and just do my own thing. That's the worst thing you could do in the relationship, just so you know. So pretty much you guys get along great though. You know each other, you're a lot alike, and I wouldn't consider it a bad combo of dating another Taurus. Okay. Taurus and Gemini. Well, Taurus likes security and stability, and Gemini gets bored easy. So I'm not going to say Tauruses don't cheat, because I've talked to some that do. Depending on what signs you have where, just remind you, there's more than a chart than just your sun sign. But for the most part, Gemini get bored super easy. They're like, I want blonde, brunette, redhead. I want to know them all. And they may get bored easy, and they're known to kind of date more than one person at one time. Whereas Taurus, they want something secure and stable. They're known as the stable sign, and they could be rather, they're very intelligent signs, Gemini, big time. But Taurus, it wouldn't be an ideal combination for Taurus, because Taurus likes to take their time, and not that Taurus is a slower thinker, but Gemini could get bored with Taurus. Okay, come on, let's go already. And Gemini's already gone to the next person. You know what I mean? So there could be problems in that area, okay? And also, Taurus isn't a talkative sign where Gemini is. Gemini is full of ideas. And I want to say foreplay for Gemini could be a lot of talking, okay? And foreplay for a Taurus is not talking. It may be something sensual like massage or a dinner or something like that, but it's definitely not a big, long, drawn-out conversation. So, depending on your Venus and Mars, you want to look at if you're male or female. You just want to compare your planets, okay, when I'm doing this whole thing, and to know the compatibilities, okay? All right, Taurus and Cancer. Well, this is an okay combination. One thing I will say is Taurus, they like stability and security, and Cancer is all about the home and family. Tauruses are thinkers, and Cancers are feelers, so that could be an issue, because Cancer could say, I'm feeling this way, and Taurus could say, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed by this person's feelings, So, but it's not a bad combination, because I think that both of you would be more about your home, and Taurus is about security and stability, and Cancer likes security too, because they're all about their home and family. And I want to say, both of them could be even physically compatible too, I don't see, the only thing I could think of is Taurus maybe less clingy than Cancer, and Cancer may want to talk about feelings an awful lot, whereas Taurus, I think, holds back until they're really, really comfortable, where Cancer is just right away, they tell you their feelings, no matter what. They're like, I feel this way. So, not a bad combination, but there could be a little bit of challenges. Okay, Taurus and Leo. Well, both of you are Leo's ruled by the sun, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. Here's the thing. Leo likes to be the center of attention, okay? And Taurus, Leo's a very generous sign, Taurus likes stability, security, and Taurus could be a little bit like materialistic, okay? I want to say that this, it's not an ideal combination, okay? Leo is a fire sign. It's high energy, and Taurus is not. Taurus is kind of laid back, and let's see how it goes. They could be stubborn, and I feel that Leo could get like, Taurus would really have to make Leo feel like numero uno in their life and really express themselves, because Leos love compliments, and they love to be told how great and wonderful they are, and Taurus is kind of hold back, so there could be some issues there. But I wouldn't say it's a horrible combination, but it's not the ideal match. Okay, so Taurus and Virgo. Hello. A lot of these people get together, and they're both earth signs, and they get along really well. Virgo's analytical and meticulous, and Taurus is very slow and want to make sure that everything is stable and secure. So this would be a really nice combination, actually. They get along really well, and I want to say, what else? There's a lot of I get a lot of calls with Taurus Virgos, you know. The only issue that I could see, you know, Taurus could be really analytical, and I'm sorry, Virgo could be really analytical, and Taurus could be more like, well, I'm going to see how things go and let's go with the flow. And I will say this, Virgos love schedules, okay? And Taurus likes structure and stability, so that's kind of okay. One thing too is Virgos communicate. They love communication, and Taurus doesn't really, they hold stuff back a little. But it is a very good combination. A lot of these signs are known to get along really well together. So Taurus and Virgo, thumbs up. Okay, and both of you are thinkers. Okay, so that means that you think about your emotions rather than just act on them. You know, you'll think about things first. Okay, so Taurus and, let me see, I did Virgo. Okay, Libra. Well, both of you are ruled by Venus. Okay, so you get along in that regard. I want to say you could be, Taurus can be materialistic. Libra loves beauty and grace and harmony and just elegance. You know, that's the sign of Libra. And they, you know, they're always fair. They like to see both sides of a situation. I don't want to say it's a horrible combination, but it's not like the best combo. You know, I don't think that it's that they wouldn't get along. Libra takes a long time to make up their mind on what they want. And Taurus can too, because, you know, they're really thinking, okay, is this person for me? But they want, Taurus is usually the type, once they marry, they stay married. However, I will say, if you're not paying attention to your Libra, they will stray. Same thing with a Taurus. I get so many calls with clients who has a cheating Taurus, because Taurus is like, if they feel what they're going to say is going to bother you or be offensive, they'll not say anything. Like, you know what, screw it. I'm not even going to tell her. I'm just going to do my own thing. You know, communication is key with this sign. So it's an okay combo, but not, you know, I wouldn't say it's known to be the best. Okay, so Taurus and Scorpio. Bow chicka bow wow. Wow, this sign is really known to attract each other like crazy. Either Scorpios date other Scorpios, or they date Tauruses. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, Taurus and Scorpio go along really well because they're opposite signs. So you are showing each other, they're mirroring their shadow side of the other sign. So really, both of, you know, Scorpio could be really, really intense, you know. And deep down, Taurus is intense, but they hold a lot in, you know. Both of you could be secretive with your feelings. You don't divulge too much about yourself until you really know the other person, until you trust them, you know. Both of you really want to be in something that's stable and secure. You don't want, both of you want something that's like that, you know, really deep connection. And Scorpio wants that mind, body, soul connection. You know, you really want the intensity of this, you know. But I will say, Taurus's stubbornness can really upset Scorpio. It's your opposite sign. So you may say, oh my gosh, and, you know, this, you know, you're both fixed signs. So you could be butting heads, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, you know. And Taurus is like, I'm not changing my mind. So, but for the most part, opposites do attract, even though it's your opposite sign. There are going to be issues where you're just button pushing and stuff like this, but a crazy attraction, big time. Okay, so Taurus and Sagittarius, not so big of a combination, because Taurus is earth and Sag is fire, and usually earth and water go together, not earth and fire, but it's an okay combo. I want to say Sag is a feeler sign. Taurus is a thinker. So one could be really passionate about something, and the other one's like, well, let me think about it before I act on it. I don't know. And Sag is like, well, I feel it. Don't you feel it? Let's just go with this, you know? So there could be some issues there. And Taurus may say, my gosh, you know, I can't deal with Sag's, like, strong passions, you know, like there's feelings of strength about things. And, you know, Sag is more adventurous. Let's go outside. Let's do something. Let's let's really, you know, and Taurus is like, let's stay home, you know. So there could be some issues with that, you know. Like I said, you know, Earth is not so much compatible with, you know, fire all the time. Depending on the rest of your chart, though, not all the time. You got to look at the whole chart, compare the planets that I talked about in the beginning of this video. Okay, Taurus and Capricorn, holla! Well, you guys get along. And why? Because Capricorn is a serious sign. And Taurus is all about stability and security. You're both earth signs, so you're both thinkers. So you both aren't really, like, you don't get charged with, like, you think something and you want to act on it right away. You think about it first and say, let me think about this first and then act on it. So you would really get along in that way. There's a lot of clients that I call have, you know, this either Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, Capricorn hookup. You know, the earth signs tend to really gravitate toward one another. But I would say you're both pretty serious. Both of you could be stubborn in your own way. You know, Capricorn could be a workhorse. You know, I will say Taurus, you know, I want to see, even though they're about security and stability, they can relax when they're, you know, when they're done. Like, okay, I'm done with work. I'm leaving work at work. Capricorn, not so much. This may be the partner that you, you know, oh, he's late. He's not home yet. He's still at the office. You know, he's going to be there for another 5 hours. When am I going to see this one? So, you know, Capricorn is, I want to say, most of the time, depending on what planet you have in Capricorn, they can be, their life can be a little out of balance because of work. They're like, I gotta get it done. I gotta do this. They're very serious sign, you know. And Taurus is serious too, which is why you both get along. And you're both not so emotional, which is another reason you get along. You know, you're kind of like, all right, Capricorn is the least emotional sign, and Taurus, too much feeling, like too much, you know, water signs for you. And if it's too emotional, you'd be like, oh my God, this is too emotional for me. I can't deal with this person. You know, so Capricorn is good for you. Okay, Taurus and Aquarius. I've seen a lot of these combos get together too. But for the most part, Taurus, earth and water go together, not earth and air. So Aquarius is air. Aquarius, both of you are thinkers, okay? So you're not really quick to act on something. You think first, and you're like, okay, let me think about that. All right, well, then I'll act on it. So I will say that you could be very, you know, Taurus could be really stubborn, and Aquarius could be very, you know, stuck in their way too. You know, they're both fixed. So, you know, you could be, you know, I want to say, in Italian we say testaduda, you know, stubborn, you know, hard-headed. So I will say that, you know, it's not a horrible combination. The only thing I see is that Taurus holds back their feelings sometimes, and Aquarius, either they're extroverted or introverted. There's two types. And, you know, some Aquarians are always thinking about things but don't communicate how they're feeling. Aquarians need their space. I think Taurus would give you their space, you know. I think it's an okay combination. I don't think it's horrible or anything like that. There's characteristics of you both that I would say are nice, but I think that you both could be strong-minded, and it could be like a testadura situation, hard-headed, bumping heads, you know, sometimes. Okay, Taurus and Pisces. Well, this is a good combo. Taurus is earth, and Pisces is water. You get along. One thing I will say is Pisces is not as organized, you know. Pisces is could be more scattered than Taurus. Taurus could be a little bit more together in that way. Not that Taurus likes schedules per se, but Pisces is not a schedule person. You know, it's like, oh, let's just see what happens, you know. And Taurus is like, well, I'd like to know what happens, and I like to make sure it's good, and I want to make sure in advance, and I want to research it, and I'm going to think about it. And Pisces is like, you know, screw this. Let's just have a good time. Like, I don't want to research anything. Like, let's just go, you know. So Taurus can be slow to act, and I think Pisces is more like whimsical. Like, let's just see how it goes. Let's the chips fall where they may. And where Taurus is like, hell no, I'm not letting no chips fall where they may, you know. I want to make sure I'm not spending any extra monies. I want to make sure that I'm secure in life. I want to make sure that they're all about security. And, you know, Pisces may be like, you only live once. Like, what the hey, you know? Like, you know, Pisces is more like, I want to say they're fun, they're whimsical, but their big thing in life is faith. You know, I have faith that, you know, it's going to be okay, you know? So Taurus could be a little bit like, you know, I'm going to make sure it's going to be okay. I'm not flying by the seat of my pants. So anyway, that is my synopsis of Taurus compatibility. Please comment below and have a good day.